Hey everyone, it's me, 918, back at it again with another narration. This one is also for the wonderful, wonderful Season 11 Mushi League Finals between the Tooth Fairies and the Chilling Whoopers. I'll be honest, I thought this game got dead gamed, but it turns out it just wasn't in the sheet. I don't know what happened there, but hey. The replays exist. This game did happen, and you know what? I did all the others. Gotta do this one too. This one's between Lorisaur and Ishtar. Looking forward to it. Let's just jump right in though. All right, Lori leading with a Skarmory, and Ishtar opting for a T-Tar lead. Lorisaur gonna double out to Milotic as T-Tar just goes for a Fire Blast. Milo taking nothing from that. Uh, Going to see a double to Celebi from Ishtar, and Lorisaur's going to make a nice double back to Skarmory here and get a layer of spikes as Celebi does a underwhelming 41% to Skarmory with Hidden Power Fire. Gonna see another double back out to Milo here. Celebi opts for the Calm Mind, not even playing the game with any roars or second layers or anything like that. Now it's just gonna start boosting. And in comes Salamence on the Psychic, and Salamence really doesn't like eating the move Psychic. That did a pretty substantial amount of damage there. But now Salamence is going to get out of the way. Go to Claydol as Ishtar doubles out to Metagross and now doubles out to Swampert. And Swampert's going to take a meaty Earthquake, and that Swampert is not gaining leftovers. We're looking at some sort of end pert here, but Lori going to a previously unrevealed Celebi, and if this thing just starts recovering, then we could start seeing some mind games involving Enpert's coverage moves and Endeavor. Ishtar very content to stay in and just Endeavor it repeatedly. That's leaving it at pretty decent health. And now Celebi's going faster, so we're going to see a little roar from Swampert. So most likely looking at a roar surf Endpert in their surf, yeah. So now Skarmory's in. That's going to eat an Endeavor, but that leaves it still pretty healthy, a solid 26%. Skarm can come back from that any day of the week, and it gets the phase off. This is pretty unfortunate for Swampert because now it doesn't get its Salic boost anymore. So it's going to be stuck at its quite middling speed. We now have Claydol in on Celebi, going for the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball Doll. Let's go, Doll. Doing a solid chunk to Celebi here, but Celebi has Giga Drain, so probably win the 1v1 in the long term. And full team now revealed for Lorisaur as previously unrevealed Magneton comes out. And that is going to immediately get out of the way. And now we have the Milo in. And I feel like Swampert's a little faster than Milo, and it is. But Enpert can't really break this thing right now. And Milo is most likely going to recover back up to full here as Celebi comes back in, eating more and more chip here as time goes on, thanks to that one layer of spikes. Ooh. Bit of an overpredict from Ishtar there, going for the Hidden Power Fire, trying to catch a steal. And Lorisaur, knowing Milo is pretty bulky, just gets Toxic off. And now here's another switch as Salamence comes in versus the 1% Swampert. Goodbye, Swampert. Quite unfortunate turn of events for Endpert there. But now we have Salamence in on Metagross. Salamence opting for an Earthquake, just to chip it down, and Metagross is going to get a Meteor Mash off, and yeah, here comes Magneton, going to trap and KO the Metagross. Not sure how, I wonder what the last is for Ishtar is here. I'm not quite sure. But Magneton is going to not be afraid of Salamence and just click Protect, and now Magneton going to pick up a KO on Celebi too. Man, Magneton getting 2 KOs. You don't see that very often, do you? Salamence coming in here, revealing Earthquake. So probably looking at some sort of, let's see, do we know any other? Nope, so it's probably some sort of DD-Ments. And last month's Snorlax. Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. But we have Snorlax now in on Milo. So, I mean, barring some explosion. Big crit from Snorlax on the Celebi here. And Celebi is just going to be forced to recover it off. Body Slam doing a pretty pretty decent chunk, 36%. But I mean, once, yeah, there it is. The Leech Seed comes down and Recover Spam, and yeah, it's not looking too good for old Lax here. Salamet's going to come in here, try to maybe get a little DD set up, but oh, Lorisaur with a nice move catching Salamence with Leech Seed as it comes in here. In comes Snorlax, and in comes Skarmory for Lorisaur. A good time to get Skarman. Probably can get another layer here, or Phased Lax or something. And we have Fire Blast Lax. Hey, yo, a little mixed Lax action going on here. That's pretty cool. Salamence coming back in on Celebi. It's going to eat another Leech Seed and receive more chip as Celebi starts to nurse itself back to health here. It's over 50 again. Snorlax now in on the Milotic. So could be looking for a boom or nope, just a body slam. As Snorlax, it's getting a little low. Ooh, a little aggressive route there, going for the hidden power. That's gonna cost Lorisaur the Celebi there. Seems like a pretty important piece, but nope. Claydol is going to just pick up the slack there and get a nice little KO on to Snorlax. Eats the Ice Beam and gets a really good chunk on T-Tar. So it looks like it's going to come down here to whether Milo can wall out both the what I gotta imagine to be like a mixed Tar and the Salamence. Tar goes down, and in comes Salamence here. Salamence is most likely going to have to start DDing here if it has it. There it is. And Recover. Sure, why not? But, I mean, this Salamence is going to continue to do Salamence things here until... yeah, and there's Toxic. So now we're playing the game of, will Salamence DD or launch an attack? Will it crit? How much longer does it have because it's being toxic? Salamence now at +2/+2, and there is a huge crit taking down Milo and sealing the game for Ishtar. Yeah, that was a close game one. Very close, very close. Kind of a fun game one. Very bulky team for Lorisaur. Very seems more of like a mixed offense or balancey type team for Ishtar. Very nice. That was cool. Good game. That Milo looks like a real problem though. So good old DD Mence cleaning up at the end. All right, but let's move on to game two. Here we go. We got lead Salamence, lead Zapdos. And it's immediately going to go to Snorlax. All right, here comes the giant fist. Focus. Punch. That's not going to do anything to Celebi, but, it's still cool. Celebi has to deal with a -1 attack, but I honestly don't think it really cares. It's going to eat 52% for its troubles from a Shadow Ball. That is a not heavily invested Celebi, it seems. And now Swampert's going to receive a Calm Mind boost, but it has to deal with Lax Body Slams, which it seems to be happy and content to deal with. And now we got Celebi in, though, and it's going for Giga Drain. So maybe looking at some kind of a more offensive Celebi. And in comes Dugtrio now, getting the potential trap. We'll see if Hidden Power Bug picks up the KO here. It does not. That is a dead Dugtrio. Celebi has been pretty weakened, but unfortunately that Giga Drain doing Giga Drain things. We got a Raikou coming in. That's a mon that appreciates Dugtrio traps, and Lorisaur is going to answer it with a Snorlax, which is now in on a Metagross that has been paralyzed. That sucks for Metagross. This Metagross opting for a Meteor Mash on Lax, but it's actually going to mash the Lori's own Metagross, and now we have both players doubling out. Lorisaur going to... Celebi getting whiff punished by the Sub-Zap. That's not good. Substitute. Baton Pass into Metagross. That's really not good. Shadow Ball doesn't break the sub, but Meta's going to full para here. And Meteor Mash doing a very unimpressive 16%. And there is Hidden Power, so we're looking at a mixed meta. Hidden Power Fire. That would explain why Meteor Mash does so little, huh? But, HP Fire, that does a substantial amount of damage. And now in comes T-Tar on the Zapdos switch. Ooh, that's pretty big. That was a nice call out from Lorisaur. And now T-Tar is going to just start opting for some Earthquake as Swampert takes a little bit more chip. Another double from Lorisaur into Celebi as Ishtar pulls back to the paralyzed Metagross. And Celebi's still kicking here against some good chip on Ishtar's team. Ishtar going back to Zapdos, not wanting Meta to take more chip. But Zapdos is going to have something's going to take, and it's going to be Zapdos in this case, which is going to now finish off the very weakened Celebi with a T-Bolt as Snorlax comes in for Lorisaur. And a little baton pass into Metagross. Sure, why not? Lack's going to opt for a 15% body slam. You know what? Not much, but it's adding up. And in comes Claydol, the Claydol Pokemon. Ready to eat anything this mixed meta has going for it except Explosion because nothing wants to tank that. Metagross is going to switch out here, go to Celebi. And that will eat the Earthquake, but it's looking real low. But it doesn't matter because it's going to get out of the way. At both players opting to switch here. Ishtar going back to the lead Zapdos and Lori going back to the lead Salamence as Ishtar goes for substitute on the switch back to Claydol. That's pretty nice. And Zapdos is going to go offensive here. Start clicking Hidden Power of some variety. Claydol not looking like it wants to eat too many of those, I'll be honest. And here comes the baton pass to Celebi. That's a pretty big BP. That was nice by Ishtar, seizing the opportunity, getting some good momentum back here. And Calm Mind from Celebi. Meanwhile, the lead Mence has come back in. And it's going to declaw Celebi out of here. Goodbye, Celebi. And in comes El Catito, the Raikou. Let's see. We're going to see a little T-Bolt on the Lax. That does a pretty solid chip, honestly. Sand, too. That's not bad. Oh, we got a little Focus. Punch. Ooh, Metagross getting a little low here. We'll see. Is it going to opt for an Explosion? And yes, there it is. And it catches the Metagross and KOs it. So, Metagross trade. But it's this Lax is looking like a bit of a problem here. Oh no, not the boom! Oh no! Bye bye Lax. That was a protect on a self-destruct there. Interesting. And then Claydol is going to trade the Zapdos. I don't know. I don't think these trades are favoring Lorisaur right now. This is not looking good, especially if this Raikou happens to have HP Ice. We could be looking at a game over here, but it's opting for T-Bolt. I think it's got HP Grass. But it doesn't even matter. It's just going to start clicking buttons here, and oh my goodness, it lived. It lived the, wow. It lived the Earthquake. That's a bulky Raikou, just to add to it. And now it's going to be forced for Mixments to start putting in the work here and try to pick up 2 KOs. T-Bolt does a solid 57%. Not that it really matters because this Swampert has Ice Beam. It's looking pretty over, so I think we're going to look at some damage here. Are we going to see depending on EVs here, this could be over for either player. Really down to the wire here. 87% for Swampert. Oh, 82. That Protect coming in clutch, giving Swampert just enough HP to live. Dang. Another close game, but that's the whole set. Ishtar going to win 2-0 over Lorisaur and contribute to the overall victory of the Tooth Fairies. No, I'm sorry, wrong team. Of the Chilling Whoopers. I think I got to go update the sheet now and actually add these games. Oopsies. Apologies to Lorisaur and Ishtar for not putting your game in the sheets and doing this one a little later than all the others. But GG's to both of the players. I mean, that was a fun set to watch. Thank you for playing. I think this was the last game played, and it was played an hour or something before the deadline. So that's probably why it's not on the sheet or something. But thank you to both of you guys for playing. That was a really fun set. Again, and yeah, that's gonna wrap up. That is actually all of the games from the finals now. No other random games have magically appeared or disappeared. So With that, once again, thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful, wonderful narration. And and thank you all for playing and enjoying the league. Hope you guys all have a great one. See you.